Hello, my name is Kimo. I'm from Dagir. Welcome to the executive summary of Roundtrip Heaven. What we're going to look at is the creative thinking, how it works, and we're going to look at a metaphor outside the box one. And then in the second module, we are going to look at how you can get into a creative state and how other companies have used, what they have used for tools to do that. And then we will look at the innovation process itself. Sometimes maybe you have heard that somebody tells you that get outside the box and be creative. And then you think, okay, how should I do that? And then some people, they go outside the box very fast and inside again. And they might get one idea or two back inside the box. And that's because why they do it so fast is because they don't know what to do outside here. So they just run out and in and get an idea or something. But the Roundtrip Heaven process, that is that we teach you tools of how you get ideas and what you do with the ideas and how you evaluate them and get the best ideas so you can reap the rewards of the whole process. So then you stay longer time outside the box and you do all the necessary steps to get really good ideas, golden ideas, world-class ideas. That is what the Roundtrip Heaven is about. That was a little bit about creative thinking. Now I will talk about the creative state, how to get into a creative state and how other companies do. To get in a creative state is a process. This is a picture from Google and they use like rooms in a room for their employees so they can get into a creative state. In the Roundtrip Heaven, we're going to show you and you are going to experience a tool or a method of how to get into a creative state. That tool is designed for office usage, so you can do it at your office. Get into the creative state. A little bit about that. Now we are going to look at the innovation process, what we are going to look at in the Roundtrip Heaven. And first of all, we start to look at the cause of your problem. That is because we want to find the root cause, so we don't start to generate a lot of ideas to the wrong problem. So that's why we go into and get the root cause of the problem or the situation, so we see what's the real problem to start to create ideas for. And then we start to get alternative ways of doing it, and that's a lot of ideas here. And then we do provocations, and this is completely new ideas that we use random words and different methods to get to some really unusual new ideas with provocations. After that, we go to the harvest and sort, and there we harvest and sort the ideas and see which one is good now and later and which ones we save. Evaluation process, that's where we evaluate the ideas and get the really good ones so we can take them to the action plan and see how we process them further to make them to a reality. This upper place here with the idea generation tools is very important, and also these idea management tools, they're also important, because if you don't have any ideas, you can't manage anything. And the other way around, if you have a lot of ideas and don't do the idea management, you have no use of the ideas because they will never be anything, because you don't have any action plans and you haven't sorted them to get the best ones and you haven't evaluated them. So both of these two things are very important, the idea generation and the idea management. Okay, this kind of wraps up a little bit about what we have been talking about. We have been talking about the creative thinking, about the metaphor with the outside the box, and what you get in the round trip heaven. You get outside the box and you have the tools to generate ideas and to manage them. And you get also the creative state method, how to get into a creative state. And the innovation process, that we look at how to do all these things after you are in a creative state, so you can be creative in the innovation process. That wraps up this executive summary of the round trip heaven. Hope you liked it and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.